Hello, Starting Out Solitary. I am your Monday host, but it is a Saturday because this week I turned 19. So last week, the channel kind of made this video of everyone giving me birthday wishes and questions, and it was awesome. So thank you so much to all of you for doing that. That was amazing, and it was just the best thing ever. What is your birthday wish for yourself? I wish that I can get these 2 books done before October. How many books have you written, and how many do you plan on writing? I have 1 book officially written. I had one that I wrote when I was like 12, but I hate the story, I hate the characters, I hate everything it represents. It is stupid. I do have this one. It is completed, it's done. You can buy it on Amazon, and on Etsy you can get signed copies. I only have the one, and I have a lot of half-written manuscripts all around, just everywhere. There's half books. But yeah, how many do I plan on writing? A lot, because I'm getting an English degree in creative writing to be an author. I mean, I already am an author, but like an author who doesn't have to get a real job. As a writer, do you use your talent and love for writing in your practice at all? I do. I write rituals, and I write a lot in my practice. So all of my writing comes from my author side, but my practice influences my writing a lot. Like when I wrote this, I drank so many enchanted cups of tea. I think it was more than what was thrown into the Boston Harbor in 17 whatever with the Boston Tea Party. I've written a book. How would you suggest I find the inspiration for this, and can you tell us a little of what your book is about? So for inspiration, if you watch Steven's actual channel, you know that he's an author too, and I think between both of us, you'll notice that we have very different ways of getting our inspiration, because like, I don't know, I think mine is like the most just random way to get inspiration, and I think that's how everyone works. Like, you get your inspiration in like the most random way. Some people need to people watch. I don't know, for my inspiration, I find songs that either relate to my characters or relate to the storyline, and I put it into my brain that whenever I think of this song, I think of that book, whether it's the character, the whole story, the like specific sections. But I don't know, I just got inspiration from songs, and then I would apply it, and that gives me inspiration, because every time I hear those, I'm like, I need to be writing. I also got inspiration from just random things. You have to have more willpower than inspiration, because it's fine to be like, I'm gonna write a book, and I have this idea, and it's gonna be great. But to be an author, you have to have some serious frickin' motivation to actually write it. That's the hard part. It's really easy to come up with ideas and characters and the basic gist of the story, but to write it down so that your reader can understand your character like you do, and to have enough character interaction, but not to the point where it's kind of obnoxious, and to have your characters develop throughout the stories. And it takes so much more effort to do that than to think, oh, I'm gonna write a book about zombies. It's great, huh? It's a lot more hard work than just getting the inspiration to do it. You have to have it, like, I don't know, I guess it's just sort of a part of your soul that tells you, I gotta write a book. I have to do this. And to not write that book, you sort of get this point where you just feel so, like, weird not having it published. But yeah, so anyways, hopefully that made sense. I think Steven knows what I'm talking about too, because like, he wrote books. Can you tell us a little bit of what your book is about?
It's about 2 races of zombies. One has their humanity and one doesn't. The one with their humanity, they look alive, but they aren't. They have to eat human flesh to continue existing, and then like they're the immortuary. And the character stories are like, they don't have their humanity whatsoever. Their basic thought process is food, and their food, like the others, is human flesh. So the good guys hunt down the bad ones, and they get sent out from their government, Louis and Lorenzo, to go and, as well as many other people, to go and hunt down these character stories, and to kill them so that they don't kill other people. And no, they don't always get infected and wake up. Like, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It's not always. It's very iffy. Kind of like diseases. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. Kind of like the plague. Hence, humanity is still here. So, yes, these 2 characters, they get sent out to go hunt down these character stories that they're pretty sure are going to come and attack this camp. And they look young enough that they can kind of pull off 18. Because, you know, some 20-year-olds, 26-year-olds, they look like they're freaking 18. Like, they can pull off being like, I'm 18. Dress a certain way, act a certain way. You can pull off certain ages. And, like, they go to this camp, and the thing is, Louis, he doesn't like to take orders much. He really hates that. He's very much independent, considering he was basically a king and when he was alive. So he's not really good at taking orders from other people, but he kind of has to. And so he gets in trouble a lot. And they sent out a priest to keep an eye on them, make sure they follow protocol. And so, yeah, things ensue. Broken tires, and they get to a camp. And then, of course, romance, because it is young adult. It is aimed at teenagers. What do teenagers want? To date a lot. So, yep, the Lorenzo and Katey situation takes place. And, yep, she may or may not have been heavily influenced by yours truly, if you've read the book.
So on to a question that's not about my book. Favorite color? I love the color black, but people say that that's not a color, it's a shade. So if I have to pick an actual color, purple, because it is awesome. How do you incorporate magic into your everyday life? The T spell I'm now doing for book 2, as I have to rewrite half the frickin' book because I've decided to tell it in a different character's point of view. I don't really do specific things. I don't really do a daily ritual. If I light some incense, I'll give it as an offering, and then as well as to like make the house smell like a witchy house. Like that's my game plan, is to make my house smell like a witchy store. It's just more of a mindset really than specific things that I do. If you could meet any author in the world, who would it be? Well, I'm pretty sure that question is from Steven, but like I plan on meeting him as a friend, not be like, oh my god, you're author, I must meet author. I just wanted to go meet my friend who lives in England, and then we can be on the freaking same time zone, but not really because he stays up so flippin' late I don't even know how. Author I want to meet Silver Ravenwolf so bad. She's so cool. I love her life. I am so just, oh my god, she's the biggest inspiration right now, because like I followed her on Instagram and she's like living the life I want to live. She's doing all these witchy crafts and selling them on Etsy, and she's making trips to the post office to ship off her things that she has made and now has money from, which is the goal of every entrepreneur ever. And like, I just love what she's doing with her life. She's just so cool. I love her writing style. A lot of people criticize her and she's a fluffy bunny, but you know what? Shut up. Because could you write that many books and have that much? Like, everyone knows your name? No. Probably not. Like, she's like one of the most well-known pagan authors. So, she had to have done something right. So just, Anything off of your bucket list that you're going to check off this year? So, I don't even know. My world is just like, not in this planet right now. I am in the world of zombies, so I'll have big plans for real life. Any time and place to live in at any point in history, what would it, or where would it be, when would it be, and why? So, visit. I have way too many. I want
to go see America before it was America. I want to go during the Revolutionary War and see, and, you know, get to see, like, George Washington and Abraham Lincoln, and see this history geek in me is like, but, like, I should see other things too. Like, I want to go meet Queen Elizabeth I. She was pretty legit. Like, I loved her. And to go see these castles in all of Europe that are, some exist, some are kind of not so existing anymore, but like to go see all those places. But to live, I am perfectly content right where I'm at.
you all in like a few days for Monday again. Oh my god, you get to see me so much. But yes, so anyways, thank you so much for watching, and until Monday I will see you then. But for watching, please subscribe to this channel as well as all of our personal channels, and until next Monday, thank you for watching and blessed be.